My child, my precious one, come close to me now, closer than you've ever been. I see you right where you are in the stillness or the storm of this very moment. I see the lines on your face etched by days of striving. I see the weight in your shoulders, bent by burdens you've carried too long. I see the flicker in your eyes, a spark of hope battling the shadows. And I'm here, your Father, your Creator, your ever-present help, reaching out with a love deeper than the oceans, wider than the skies, saying to you, let me help you. Oh, my sweet child, you don't have to face this alone. Not today, not ever. I am here, and I long to lift you, to hold you, to make a way where you see none. I've watched you, you know, every step, every stumble, every quiet victory. I've seen you wake to mornings painted with uncertainty, when the air felt thick with questions you couldn't answer. I've seen you push through afternoons heavy with exhaustion, when your hands trembled, but your heart kept beating. I've seen you lie down at night, staring into the dark, wondering if I'm listening, if I care, if I'm near. Oh, my beloved, I am listening, I do care. I am nearer than the breath in your lungs, closer than the pulse in your veins. I've never turned my eyes from you, not for a heartbeat, not for a whisper. And now I stand before you, arms open wide, saying, let me help you. You are mine, my child, fashioned by my hands, breathed into life by my spirit, cherished beyond all you could imagine. Before the mountains rose, before the stars sang, I dreamed of you. I wove you together with purpose, with beauty, with a piece of my own heart. And because you are mine, I cannot bear to see you struggle alone. I didn't create you to carry the world on your shoulders. I created you to lean on me, to rest in me, to let me be the strength you need when yours runs dry. Come to me, I said through my son, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Do you hear that, my love? That's not a command. It's an invitation, tender and true, spoken just for you. Let me help you, my child. I know the load you've borne, the grief that lingers like a shadow, the fears that whisper in the quiet, the dreams you've tucked away because they feel too far. I see the way you've tried to hold it all together, pasting a smile over the cracks, lifting your chin when your spirit wanted to sink. You're so brave, my dear one, so brave I could sing over you with pride. But bravery doesn't mean you have to do it alone. I'm not a distant king, watching from a throne. I'm a father who kneels beside you, a friend who walks with you, a shepherd who carries you when the path grows steep. Let me help you, not because you've failed, but because I love you too much to let you bear it by yourself. I see the walls you've built too, the ones you've raised to shield your heart, to keep the hurt at bay. I know why they're there, my child. I've felt the sting of every wound that drove you to hide, every betrayal that taught you to guard yourself, every loss that made you pull back. But oh, my love, I didn't design you to live behind walls. I made you for freedom, for connection, for a life that breathes deep and wide. Let me help you lower those stones one by one. Let me show you that my arms are a safer refuge, my heart a truer home. The Lord is my strength and my shield, my servant David sang. That's me, my child, your shield, your safety, your peace. Maybe you're wondering if you're worthy of my help. Maybe you think your troubles are too small to bother me, or too big for me to mend. Oh, my sweet one, cast that thought away. Nothing is too small for my notice. I delight in the sparrow's flight. I clothe the grass with splendor, and nothing is too big for my power. I've moved mountains, stilled storms, raised the dead to life. Your pain, your hopes, they matter to me more than you could ever fathom. Let me help you, not because you've earned it, but because you're mine and my love doesn't wait for permission. It runs to you. So here I am, my child, standing at the door of your heart, knocking gently, calling softly. Let me help you. You don't have to figure it all out today. You don't have to carry it all alone. Just take my hand. Feel the warmth, the steadiness, the promise in my grasp. Let me help you through this moment, this day, this season. I have so much to give you. Peace that settles your soul, strength that lifts your spirit, hope that lights your way. Stay with me, my beloved. Let's walk this together. Will you let me help you now, my child? I'm waiting, and I always will. My dear child, come sit with me now. Let me look into the depths of your heart. Let me hold the pieces you've kept hidden. I see you, my beloved, in a way no one else ever could. I see the quiet corners of your soul, the places where joy once danced and where sorrow now lingers. I see the scars you've tried to cover, the dreams you've buried, the hopes you've locked away. And I'm here, your father, your healer, whispering to you with all the love I hold. Let me help you. I know your heart, my sweet one, and I long to mend what's broken, to lift what's fallen, to bring light where shadows fall. I see the weight you've carried, my child, the burdens you've shouldered without a sound, the battles you've fought when no one was watching. I've seen the mornings when you opened your eyes to a world that felt too heavy, when the simple act of rising took all the strength you had. I've seen the afternoons when you pressed on, pasting a smile over the ache, pretending all was well while your spirit cried out for rest. I've seen the nights when sleep wouldn't come, when your mind replayed every worry, every wound, every what if. Oh, my precious one, I've been there through it all, counting every tear, hearing every sigh, feeling every tremor of your heart. I know the sorrows that cling to you like a second skin. Maybe it's a loss that carved a hollow place, a voice you ache to hear again, a hand you long to hold, a memory that stings as much as it comforts. Maybe it's a fear that wraps around you, tight and cold, fear of tomorrow, fear of failure, fear of being left alone. I see the way it grips you, my child, the way it steals your breath and dims your light. But hear me now. Let me help you. I am the God who binds up the broken-hearted, who draws near to the crushed in spirit. I don't turn away from your pain. I step into it with arms wide open, ready to carry what you cannot. I see the guilt you wrestle with too, the shadows of yesterday that haunt your quiet moments. I know the words you wish you could unsay, the choices you'd rewrite, the times you feel you've let me down. My child, lift your gaze to me. I don't stand above you with a stern face tallying your faults. I kneel beside you with a heart full of mercy, a love that covers every misstep. I took your shame upon myself, nailed it to a cross, buried it in a tomb so you wouldn't have to bear it. Let me help you release it, my love. Let me wash it away with my grace. Let me whisper to you, you are forgiven, you are enough, you are mine. I see the loneliness that creeps in, even in a crowded room, the ache of feeling unseen, unheard, unloved. I know the times you've reached out and found no one there, the moments you've poured your heart into hands that let it fall. My child, it breaks my heart to see you so alone, because I made you for more than that. I made you for me, for a love that never falters, a presence that never leaves. Let me help you feel my nearness. Let me fill that empty space with my voice, my touch, my peace. I will never leave you nor forsake you. I promised,
and I mean it with every fiber of my being. I see the dreams you've set aside too, the ones you once held so tight, now gathering dust in the corners of your heart. Maybe life pressed too hard, maybe doubt whispered too loud, maybe time slipped away. But oh, my sweet one, I haven't forgotten them. I planted those seeds in you, watered them with my purpose, destined them for my glory. Let me help you dream again. Let me breathe life into what feels dead. Let me show you that it's not too late. I am the God who restores what's lost, who redeems what's broken, who makes all things new.
My child, I see your heart, and it moves me. Every beat, every flutter, every crack. You've tried to hold it together, haven't you? You've patched it up with your own hands, carried it through storms with your own strength. But you don't have to anymore. Let me help you. I am your refuge when the winds blow, your rock when the ground shakes, your shelter when the rain falls. I've walked with my people through fire and flood, through deserts and dungeons, and I walk with you now.
I see your heart, my beloved, and I love it, every fragile, beautiful piece. So let me in, my child. Let me take what's heavy, heal what's hurt, hold what's slipping. You don't have to hide from me. I already know and I already care. Let me help you, not because you're weak, but because I'm strong, and I delight in being strong for you. I'm here, my love, waiting with open hands, ready to carry your heart as only I can. Will you let me? My sweet child, draw near to me now. Let me show you the hands that hold you, the hands that have always been ready to help you. These are the hands that sculpted the mountains, that traced the river's paths, that hung the stars like lanterns in the night sky. These are the hands that calmed the raging sea with a word, that touched the blind and gave them sight, that broke bread to feed the hungry. And these hands, my beloved, are reaching for you, open, steady, strong, saying with all my heart, let me help you. I am here, my child, with power to move heaven and earth, with love to carry you through every storm. Do you ever wonder if your troubles are too much for me? Oh, my love, look at what I've done. I spoke light into the void and watched it pierce the darkness. I parted the Red Sea and led my people through on dry ground, their feet steady while the waters towered around them. I stood with Daniel in the lion's den, silencing the roar with my presence. I lifted my son from the grave, turning death into life everlasting. If I can do these things, my child, if I can hold the universe in my grasp and still count every grain of sand, do you think your struggles are too big for me? Let me help you, my precious one. Nothing is beyond my reach. Nothing is beyond my care.
Or maybe you think your needs are too small, too ordinary, too fleeting to bring before me. My child, lift your eyes to the sparrows darting through the trees. I guide their wings, I provide their nests, I feed them day by day. See the lilies swaying in the field, dressed in colors no king could rival. I paint their petals, I water their roots, I delight in their bloom. If I care for the smallest of my creation, how much more do I care for you, my treasure, my delight? Let me help you with the little things, the worries that knot your thoughts, the tasks that pile up, the quiet fears that steal your peace. I am not too grand to notice, not too busy to listen. My hands are ready, my heart is willing. Let me help you, my child, with the weight of your days. I see the bells that stack higher than your hope, the work that stretches beyond your strength, the moments when you wonder how you'll make it through. I am your provider, my love, the one who rained manna from heaven, who filled nets with fish, who turned water into wine for a wedding's joy. I don't promise a life without need, but I promise this.
I will meet you in your need.
I will open storehouses you cannot see, send help from places you least expect, weave provision into your story. Let me help you carry it, cast it into my hands, and watch how I work. I see the paths you walk too, the ones that twist and turn, the ones shrouded in fog, the ones where every step feels uncertain. Let me help you find your way.
I am the God who led Abraham to a land he didn't know, who lit a pillar of fire for my people in the wilderness, who guided the wise men by a star to my son. I said, I am the way, the truth, and the life, and I mean it for you, my child. For every moment when you feel lost, every choice that looms large, every crossroads that confounds you. Take my hand, my love. Let me light your path. Let me steady your feet. Let me lead you where my peace abides. My hands are ready to heal what's broken in you too. I know the wounds that ache beneath your surface, the hurts you've buried, the dreams that shattered, the trust that crumbled. I am the one who touched the leper and made him whole, who raised the widow's son from death, who mended the hearts of the weary with my words. Let me help you, my child. Let me touch those tender places. Let me pour my balm into your pain. Let me knit you back together with my love. You don't have to hide your brokenness from me. I see it. I cherish it. I long to make it new. These hands, my beloved, have held you since before you took your first breath. They've caught every tear, guided every step, shielded you from dangers you never knew. And they're here now, outstretched, unwavering, ready to help you through this very day. Let me help you with the big things, the mountains that loom, the rivers that rage. Let me help you with the small things, the whispers of doubt, the flickers of fatigue. I am your strength when you falter, your refuge when you fall, your hope when all seems lost. My grace is sufficient for you, I've promised, for my power is made perfect in weakness. Let me show you that power, my child. Let me lift you in my hands. So trust me now, my sweet one. Let me help you. You don't have to solve it all, bear it all, know it all. Just let me in. Let my hands take what's heavy. Let my love carry what's hard. I am ready, my child, more ready than you could imagine, to help you through every moment, every trial, every tear. Will you let me? My brave child, come here to me now. Let me speak to the strength I've woven into your soul, the courage I've kindled in your heart. I've seen your heart's deepest places. I've held you in my ready hands, and now I want you to know this truth that shines like the dawn. Together, we will stand. Oh, my beloved, you are not alone in this life. Not in your struggles, not in your dreams, not in the battles that loom before you. I am with you, my strength in you, my love around you. And I'm saying with all my heart, let me help you rise, let me help you shine, let me help you stand tall. Everything you face, we will face together, and together we will overcome.
Look at what you've already endured, my child. I've watched you walk through fires that should have consumed you, cross rivers that should have swept you away, climb mountains that seemed impossible to scale. I've seen you stumble. Oh, how my heart moves when you stumble. But I've seen you rise again, time after time.
Do you know why?
Not because you're flawless, not because you're fearless, but because I've been with you, lifting you when you couldn't lift yourself, steadying you when the ground shook, cheering you when you took that next step. Let me help you again, my love. Together we will stand, stronger than you've ever imagined, because my power flows through you. You are stronger than you know, my child, but your strength comes from me. I've placed my spirit in you, the same spirit that parted seas, that toppled giants, that raised my son from the grave. When you feel weak, when your knees tremble, when you think you've reached your end, that's when I say, my grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness. Let me help you lean into that power now.
Let me show you what we can do together, how we can move the immovable, conquer the unconquerable, dream the undreamable. You don't have to do it alone, my child, because you never will. Together, we will stand. I know the fears that whisper to you, my love, the ones that tell you you're not enough, that the road is too long, that the battle is too fierce. But hear my voice above them all. I am enough. I am the God who stood with Joshua before Jericho's walls, whispering, "Be strong and courageous, for I am with you." I am the God who held Esther's trembling hand as she faced a king to save her people. I am the God who walked with my disciples through storms, saying, "Take heart, it is I." And I am your God, standing with you now, ready to face every fear, every foe, every shadow. Let me help you silence those lies. Together, we will stand unshaken, unafraid. My child, I see the purpose I have planted in you, the spark I lit before you were born, the calling I've written across your life. Maybe it's flickered under the weight of doubt. Maybe it's dimmed in the face of hardship, but it's still there, burning bright in my eyes. Let me help you fan it into flame. You were made for more than surviving, my beloved. You were made to thrive, to reflect my glory, to carry my love into a weary world. I'm not asking you to do it by your own might. I'm asking you to let me do it through you. Together we will stand, not just to endure, but to create, to build, to shine. Think of the mustard seed, so small in your palm, yet growing into a tree where birds find rest. That's you, my child, a seed of my kingdom, planted with purpose, growing with my care. Let me help you grow. Let me water you with my word, strengthen you with my spirit, stretch you toward my light. The storms may bend you, but they won't break you, because I am holding your roots. The winds may howl, but they won't uproot you, because I'm guarding your foundation. Together we will stand, tall, vibrant, alive with my life. I know the battles you face today, my child, the ones that loom like giants, the ones that drain your hope, the ones that make you want to turn back. But I am the God who goes before you, who fights for you, who never leaves your side. I delivered David from Goliath with a single stone. I brought Lazarus from death with a single call. I turned a cross into salvation with a single sacrifice. Let me help you face what's ahead, not with your strength alone, but with mine. Together, we will stand victorious, not because you're perfect, but because I'm faithful. So take my hand now, my brave one. Feel my grip, firm, warm, unbreakable. Let me help you stand when you're weary, walk when you're worn, run when you're ready. You are not alone, my child, never alone. Together we will face the day, the dream, the destiny I've set before you. Let me help you be who I created you to be, my warrior, my light, my beloved. Together we will stand and nothing will overcome us, because I am with you and I am forever. My cherished one, as we linger here, feel my love surrounding you. Let me help you, it's my joy, my delight, my promise. I am with you always, through every dawn and dusk, through every tear and smile. You don't have to do this alone, because you never will. I am your helper, your healer, your home. Go now, my child, with my peace in your heart. Let me help you today, tomorrow, always. The Lord bless you and keep you, I pray over you. The Lord make his face shine upon you and give you peace. You are mine and I am yours forever. Let me help you,
my love, and watch how my grace carries you through. Amen.